It's so easy to talk to us and treat us like human beings, but it's just easier to stay inside. Most of us are night owls anyways. I mean, look at that pretty moon. How would you feel if these eyes were staring at you? Would you like it if you feel like someone was watching you if you move? And that's what a lot of people go through on a daily basis. The ones of us that were born with a mental and physical disability, like me, I have a disability called spina bifida, and that is also called the because it affects everyone differently. Some of us can walk, some of us have no movement at all, and others have perfectly normal brains, and then some of us have a little bit more harder time, which I feel like I fall under the harder time section because it's hard for me to communicate sometimes, but like I talk fine and I communicate well. I just have a hard time understanding for the most part. And how I put it is I don't have a filter, so I will say whatever is on my mind, and it unfortunately is weird, wrong thing, wrong time, wrong place type thing. That's a circumstance, and commonly we spina bifida people suffer from short-term memory, and we forget a lot of things, but when it comes down to it, things will creep up back in your mind, and the awkward moments have been creeping up in my mind, and it's driven me crazy. That COVID is mildly taken care of. I'm being more sociable, but it seems like people are getting more and more awkward around me, and I don't know if it's me or what. It's not my fault that spina bifida took me away for a year, and I couldn't come face to face with anyone, and I feel like I'm being punished for that, which again I wish that wasn't the case, but and I try everything in my power for that not to happen. Back to what I was saying, how spina bifida is also called the snowflake condition. He's another insight on how spina bifida affects someone.
To say that my mental state is good would be an understatement. Having a disability like spina bifida puts my mental state all over the place. Let's just say that. I have days where I'm on top of the world, where I get millions of things done, basically, and where I just basically do what I can. And then there are days where I sit in bed, I cry, I overreact, and I generally blame spina bifida for making me feel like I'm useless. But I'm not useless. I just have a junky brain because spina bifida screws with my mental health. And I think that's what all people with SB or disabilities in general go through.
Speaking of spina bifida, this month, October, is actually Spina Bifida Awareness Month. And the hospital I grew up in just celebrated 100 years. So, in honor of Spina Bifida Awareness Month, I'm going to be putting up some facts about spina bifida. Speaking of spina bifida, I believe that we have rules because there is that kind of line between we are normal human beings like anyone else, and we also have a disability. So we kind of try and make the two meld, and COVID's made it harder. Like I said, on me, because again, some of us suffer from short-term memory. So if something happens pre-COVID, that was a year ago, so we won't remember it. So if it happens again, if we were treated the same after we see you again, we won't remember our past actions. So we're gonna act totally different. I feel like girls are the only ones that understand me sometimes, because being disabled, I feel like I have that connection with them. So join me on my next vlog when I do another investigation on them.